Hello everyone, in this edition of Formula One Championship Edition we are going to introduce the case and the disc as well as the book. And it's a pretty cool cover here. This is actually the front cover of the book, and we see your cyanosis here. Let me flip over to the back really fast. This is up to 2 players. It takes 2 blocks for your memory card. And it's really neat. You can do arcade, you can do championship edition, different things. This is based on the 1996 season, and you'll see here something I really like that we didn't have in the previous game, and that's the cockpit view. And this also brings back the dynamic weather effects, which I read a little bit in the book. We'll talk about that in a minute. I want to show you all the disc. So the disc is pretty cool, and behind the disc you see like what's on the front cover, which is I think pretty awesome. Nothing on the back of the disc, it's just black. But I want to open up the book here and we'll take a look at that. So opening this up, it just brings back a lot of memories of these games, and I wish we had books today to kind of explain some of the basics, particularly the ones that aren't explained in the game in any of the menus. This is just talking about PlayStation here. You can see here you can do arcade mode. We'll keep flipping here. And something to note is, back then only the top 6 got points in each race, which is like the previous game we did. And also there's only 3 types of difficulties here. You got easy, medium, and hard. There's no number system like there is today. So it's fairly rudimentary as far as that, but still a great game, and I'm excited to play this with you all. You can also do a singular Grand Prix here as well. As we see that option is here, and you can select your circuit, and let's see, you can do training like a practice session, a single race, championship, which they say is 18 races. You can choose your race length. It has very limited options here. Typically I do about 25% to keep you all entertained with fuel load and tires and stuff like that. But it's only 3, 5, 10 laps, or half race or full race. So we may do a half race. I'm not sure what we'll do exactly yet. But a lot of very interesting things here as far as assists and your sessions. Whatever tires you qualify on, you have to start the race on. And unlike the last game, there's these different types of tires to use. There's also tear-offs, which is really cool to me because that was not in the 1996 game. And here are a list of the flags that you could expect during the game. You can also set up your car. We didn't really have that feature before. Also, remember in the season mode, we had practice for the first race, but there was never practice again. It went straight into qualifying. Felt a bit deceived when I was playing that. This gets into the different tires. You have the slicks, the wets, and the monsoon. So there's storm conditions. It's kind of interesting. You can play with the gears, the compound here, suspension, brake disc, brake bias, your front and rear downforce. With setting up your car, your fuel load. So lots of different options here. This seems really exciting as far as car setup goes. And you can make decisions on your pit stops as far as what you want to change there. And something I found very, very interesting is you could find hints, and you just call this 1-900 number and it costs money, or you could call them and be mailed out tips. I'm curious if any of y'all did that. If you have, I'd like to know what it was like. I haven't tried calling these numbers, but it'd be interesting if I did, if it went to anything this many years later. And then here we got an advertisement for another game. So excited to play this game, and I look forward to seeing your all's feedback on the channel.